Name and grade.
I'm Easton Chris and I'm a senior.
Michael Rose and I'm a senior.
I'm Lexi and I'm in 11th grade.
Is it important for American students to learn about other cultures?
Yeah, I think it's important so we can learn about what goes on around the world and other people.
Kind of, but like we're kind of isolated from other cultures, like more like Canada and Mexico probably than any other like European countries.
What exchange students have you interacted with?
Marlo, Anouk, Yannick.
Pablo and Daniel, Anna and Hong, I think her name is, and we both have math class together, so it's fun to learn math.
Like Issa, Yannick, and then like Daniel and Shu, and Pablo.
What have you learned about other cultures from exchange students?
That they have a different world than us. They do things way different than us.
Kind of just like their like different like way of life, kind of like how like they act differently, especially from like Pablo, how like he's more like lively than like most Americans are.
Do you think Cascade utilizes the exchange students enough to teach about culture and history in their classrooms?
Yes, because I had Medlock's class, and sometimes if we were talking about Germany, he would be asking questions to one of the German exchange students to kind of get their input on it. So it's not just like an American point of view.
Miss Branchen in foods class, she uses their culture to like do foods from their culture, which is pretty cool. And same in Miss Lee, she has Spanish students teach kids Spanish in their language, and that's pretty cool.
Name, country of origin, total time in the US.
Okay, my name is Felicia, and I'm from Germany. What?
And then how long will we be in the US?
For 10 months.
Okay.
My name is Moritz Möckerei. I'm from Germany, and I stay here for 10 to 11 months.
My full name is Ganokan, and my last name is Tamayus. It's kind of weird. And I come from Thailand. I have been here like 6 months, and I'm gonna be here for 4 months.
My name is Ana Martia. I'm from Spain, and I'm here for 9 months.
Why is it important for students to learn about other cultures?
I think every culture has a like the gap between culture, right? If you know the culture, you will know how to respect people and know how the way that you should talk that way or shouldn't talk that way.
Yes.
Yes, because we can learn other languages and how they like live their lives, and it also can build like a friendship. So you can have friends all over the world, and it's just really interesting.
What have you taught American students about your culture and country?
Something that we just debated in youth history about freedom of religion and religion, how people can live their religion, their culture in Germany, that you have to go with the German culture and your own culture, that you have to find a kind of way between that.
Food, like my different dishes and stuff that I cook back in Spain, how I live in my city, how is the difference between the city and here, and yeah.
What have students been surprised to learn?
Despite that, when we meet like the older people, we have to like show how that we respect them.
Oh, okay.
We don't have all your fast foods and root beer.
It's not all about beer and Wiener Schnitzel and all that stuff.
How my city is and how is the city life.
Some Americans have really weird questions, like someone asked me if we have like those glow sticks, you know, these glow sticks what you can,
Yeah.
in Germany, and I told them that we are not living on the moon. Yeah, and they asked Coconut, the Thai exchange student, if they ride the elephant to school.
Does the school utilize you in any way to teach about culture or your country in the classroom?
Yeah. In Miss Lee class, I teach Spanish sometimes.
Yes, like in cultural food class, we were talking about Germany, and Moritz and me, the other exchange student, we could choose the recipe we do for Germany. And every time when in US history class or some history classes, when we talk about Germany, the teachers are always asking us for our opinions.
Mr. Medlock is actually a good example because a lot of teachers have slides like him and they're just talking and then you set up a mind map. You don't do it in Germany. you have a teacher in front of the class with your textbooks, and then they will teach you, and you do an exercise. Then they teach you again, and you do the next one, and then you got a ton of homework.
Name and job.
Tyler Woodrow, assistant principal at Cascade High School.
Deborah Belmore, I'm a teacher.
Mrs. Illian, and I'm the registrar. And I'm also in charge of but getting all of students' records. That's the registrar's job. And that's including exchange students. So when people from different organizations like EF and other exchange programs, can't think of any, when they reach out to me, I tell them about our school, if it'd be a good fit, and if we have any spots left.
Do you think it's important for American students to learn about other cultures?
I think yes, for the main purpose is just to get perspective from somebody else's lifestyle, from somebody else's area, also from some other people's values, how it might differ from yours.
Yes, I think it's very important for American students to learn about other cultures. We live in a world with lots of global interactions, and students need to be aware of what's happening in the world around them.
Yes, we are not a floating island.
Yeah.
There are other things going on in the world, especially just different thoughts about life and cultures, different foods, different languages. These are all things that make humanity what it is, and I think that is important to broaden your idea and your scope of human life.
Do you think American students learn about different cultures from exchange students?
Absolutely. I mean, especially the ones that take them in and, will go places with them and learn about, what do they do in their country in terms of vacations and what kind of activities do they do there. But even in the class, I'm sure when they share their experiences, they learn from them.
I think that they can, and I think that they should. So yes, it's a great resource to have kids at your school that are from another country, from another view of how life is.
Mm-hmm.
I think meeting an exchange student is an important cultural interaction because different cultures are made more alive when you meet actual people from those cultures.
Are exchange students an important tool to be used in the classroom?
When you are with them, you experience them, you learn just how much different they are than we are, and what they go through, especially the school day. That's probably the biggest thing. School day over in Italy versus here in America. How's it different? How's it structured differently? Is it harder? Is it easier? Better or worse?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so. But we don't have access to a lot of other resources outside of where we're at here. So I think foreign exchange students are a good resource to gain information about other cultures and other places around the world.
Yes, especially in cultural foods. That's just one I thought of because they cook cultural foods, and so I know that Mrs. Branchin uses recipes that some of our exchange students leave with her, and sometimes they come back and they visit and they come and cook with her. I just think that's a really, really cool relationship and resource to use.
Being that you've hosted a student before, would you encourage other staff members to host exchange students in the future?
I would say yes, under this circumstance. I've done it twice, and it was just both for 4 weeks. The first time was great. The second time, we didn't meet the girl beforehand, and she didn't really want to come here, and she didn't really want to try anything new, which is all fine, but why'd you do it? So I would say yes, it's a great experience. I would interview the person beforehand just so you understand what they're all about and what they want to get out of this experience.
Yeah, I hosted a student that was during the summer, and I think that hosting a student for staff members or for other students is a valuable learning experience.
Yes, I personally can't because I live in a studio apartment basement actually, so I don't have room. But I do think that it is a wonderful opportunity, and you employees, staff members, they come here every day, so they would be bringing a student with them, and yeah, it could be really, really, really cool.
And do you think Cascade should expand their exchange student programs?
Yeah, I mean, because right now we just got the groups from Germany, and maybe because we've had 2 years of that, I think it'd be valuable to get from somewhere else. Maybe rotate every 3 years we get from Germany, so kids get to see those different experiences. But it's definitely valuable for them, for us, and everybody. It's been positive.
Yeah,
I think that we could definitely do that, especially now that we kind of do that 2-week, 3-week thing with our sister school in Germany. I think that we should.